Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Getting to the Bottom Line, where I'm your host, Stephanie Smith, owner of New Light Financial Solutions, where we help business owners unlock more cash profit and peace of mind in their business by fixing the top financial drivers that are holding them back. And I'm really excited today to have dragged on the episode with me today my husband, Kris. He is also co-owner of the business with me. So thanks for coming on the show with me.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here. It's been a while, but yeah, it's good to be back.
I think you've grown a beard
I
from
have, yeah.
the last time we
Nice.
had an episode.
Yeah.
But today we wanted to talk to you about the revenue drivers. So we look at 16 drivers of revenue, profit, and cash flow for our clients to figure out what's working, what's not working. The best example that we like to say what we do is like when you go take your car into the shop for a multi-point inspection and they give you that red, yellow, green report of what's working and not. So that's what we do. And five of the drivers that we can look at are these revenue drivers. And I think it's really important for business owners to know that there are ways to improve your revenue outside of just making more sales. So we want to talk to you about this today.
I agree. I think that the best example for this, or the best thing that, like you said, owners have about this is the fact that they think that the only way that they can improve their bottom line is just bring in more numbers and or bring in more sales. And it's different. You can actually improve so many other aspects of sales, as it is, instead of just I need more customers or I got to sell more items. I mean, it's just there's a few different ones, and I like the fact that we can break this down into five simple ones that every business owner can adjust in their business. So
Yeah, these apply to all businesses. So it'll be great. We're gonna dive in. The first one though is essentially more sales. So the first one is leads, your number of leads. Your leads are the people who know about you, who have found out about you through your marketing efforts, and they have some sort of interest in doing business with you.
yeah,
And this is going to vary by industry a lot. Like if you're a real estate agent, your lead might be someone you met at a networking event. Whereas if you're in the e-commerce space, it could be someone visiting your website. So a lead's different for everybody, but this is one of the drivers of revenue.
yeah. I mean, everybody's got leads, and leads are different, like you said, for everybody, whatever it is. And it's important to identify exactly what you would consider a lead, and have that idea so that you can track that the best way you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely tracking this we'll talk about this a little bit. You'll want to track the leads, which ones work, which ones don't. But if you can increase your leads, obviously you'll increase your sales because more people are finding out about you. And you want that so you can improve your business.
Yep.
The next driver,
Yeah, next one's going to be conversion rate. And conversion rate is a driver that not everybody some people know about, but not everybody kind of focuses in on it and identifies about conversion rate. It's basically when you have a lead, converting them to a sale, basically. And yes,
the conversion rate is the percentage of those leads that become customers, right? So if you have 100 leads and 20 people buy from you, that's a 20% conversion rate. So this is really important because if you can increase your conversion rate, let's say in that example, 5%, you'll get five more sales. So this is a quick, I wouldn't say it's quick, but this is one way to increase your revenue. If you can figure out why people aren't converting and then improve that number, then you will automatically improve your revenue number.
significantly, yeah. And it's interesting to know that each of these drivers that we're using, the minor tweaks that you make to these drivers significantly impacts your bottom line. And it's actually really cool to kind of see these numbers change when you can focus in on them. So
Yeah. So things that might impact your conversion rate, like it could be that your messaging is not quite landing with people, or if you're e-commerce, maybe people are having problems putting stuff in the cart and making a sale. So figuring out why people aren't going all the way through with the process is what will help you improve your conversion rate. But the next driver that we like to look at and we talk about is retention rate. So this is the number of previous customers from the previous year come back and purchase from you again. And this number is important because it's actually more expensive to acquire new leads and new customers than it is to get a previous customer to purchase from you again because they already know, like, and trust you.
Yeah. I mean, as a retention rate, we all know that people are going to leave our business, or not leave our business, but our customers are going to leave. Our customers are not going to buy from us over and over and over again sometimes. You could be a business where it's a one-time sale. I mean, and it's hard to get somebody to come back again. But most of the time, if you can have, like you said, a customer that knows, likes, and trusts you, and get them to come back and buy again and again and again, it's so much easier to get them to get a customer to purchase even maybe more or maybe just again is than to actually find a new customer as it is.
Yeah, and our fourth driver is really related to this one. So before we go into the details of all the things, I want to bring that one up. So the fourth driver is purchase frequency rate. So this is how often people are buying from you throughout the year. So like for us, a lot of our clients are on a monthly basis. They purchase from us 12 times a year. If you're selling products, people might buy multiple times a year, right? If you're selling mattresses, it might not be multiple times a year because not everyone's buying multiple mattresses throughout the year. But this driver, purchase frequency rate, as well as the retention rate, fit really well together because you're trying to get those previous customers to come back and buy again from you. And it's easier to do that because they already know you. But you want to be strategic about how you engage with people. So if you have past customers, have you reached back out to them and say, "Hey, we have this new sale going on. You might be interested in this new product we have." And just staying top of mind for your previous customers so they want to come back and do business with you
Yeah,
again.
you're building that relationship with the customer and really focusing in and saying, hey, like you said, I have this new product or I have this new line, something that I'm offering, and you're going to be like the first one to have it. And it gives that customer more of a, oh, I'm a little special, and I get a little bit more attention from my from this person, from this business owner, and it makes them feel better, so they want to come back and they want to buy more from you.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategies with this one, but if you can get people to buy just one more time from you, then obviously that will improve your revenue numbers, and that's our whole goal with business, right? And it could be a lot of reasons why people don't purchase from you again. One of them I brought up is I think a lot of people don't always know the other products or services that you sell. So reaching back out and being like, "Hey, did you know we could also do X, Y, or Z?" And if they didn't know and they needed that service, then they're already doing business with you anyway. It would be an easier sale for you to make to that person since they know you already.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The last driver that we talk about from the revenue side is almost the most low-hanging fruit that we have is the average sales transaction value. And this is the average amount of money that your customers are spending on you per transaction. And this is really important because this is kind of where pricing comes into plays, right? Are you pricing correctly? Could you bump up your revenue a little bit? And if you can increase the prices and increase that average sale value, then you will automatically increase your bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, setting the price for your products and your services is a tricky business, because I mean, you want to compare it to how everybody else is doing their prices. You want to be either the best or you want to be either the cheapest or, you have different strategies for how you want to set your prices. But there's always that level of if you can just increase your price a little bit, until it's uncomfortable for your clients and you're finding that they don't want to pay that anymore, then that's kind of where you can see your limit on where it is. Also, not necessarily increasing your prices, but bundling things together is a great opportunity for a lot of businesses. If you have a service and you bundle something else with it, make a nice exclusive offer for some of your members to not only feel like they're being included in something exclusive, but they're a part of a bundle, and it helps increase your bottom line at the very least, to where you got more coming in. So
Yeah, definitely doing bundles or adding additional services or offering it at minimum, right? You won't always get a yes, but you will sometimes because people, again, back to do they know the services that you have? And I'm sure you've clicked on purchase something online and there was a pop-up like, would you also like to add this to
yeah,
your cart, right?
right.
And how many times do you make that additional purchase just because it was offered to you that you might not have done that before? So increasing how much people spend with you is a really low hanging fruit way to generate more revenue in your business. And it's because you don't have to generate more leads. you're going to have the same number of leads, the same number of people coming to buy from you, but you're automatically making more money because you're either charging more or you're just getting more from that transaction.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like we said before, the best way to increase your bottom line, to get more money out of your business, increase your cash flow, all of these things, the best way to do this and the most impactful to these numbers is by focusing on these top five areas of your revenue and be able to break them down, track them, and see if you can increase them just a little bit, 1 percentage, $1, whatever you can do, just increase it just a little bit, significantly increases your bottom line and your cash flow in your business. So
Yeah, so that's what we do. Definitely recommend if you aren't currently tracking these, start a little spreadsheet. Even just one, start with one, start with two. But what we like to do with our clients, we have like a what if scenario. So if we increase our conversion rate by 2%, what does that look like to our revenue? What does it look like to our profit? And what does it look like to our cash flow? So if you're not looking at these numbers and making those, observations, then you don't really know what's going to move the needle in your business. So it could be that you don't need more sales, but you need to increase the frequency people are buying from you or increase how much they're spending with you. And you can get the same amount of money that you're looking for without going after brand new customers.
yeah, focusing on the existing customers that are already buying from you, that know, like, and trust you. And it's just an easier way to boost those numbers coming in. So
Yeah. So these are the kind of strategies that we talk to our clients about, and we want everyone to know about and be more familiar with because there are different levers to pull in your business. And if you don't know what they are, then you don't know where to begin. But we
hmm,
want you to know what the levers are so you can make strategic business decisions for yourself. All right, so the five drivers that we covered today that we want you to focus on moving forward is leads, conversion rate, retention rate, purchase frequency rate, and average transaction value. These are the revenue drivers, the levers that you can pull when it comes to revenue. Um, that's what we wanted to talk to you about today. I would love to invite you if you're looking for more tips for how to improve your revenue, profit, or cash flow in your business. I encourage you to sign up for our newsletter where we send out information just like this to business owners just like you. And I'll put that link in the description box so you can sign up for that. We'd love to have you on the list. But otherwise, that's it for the episode today. Thank you again for joining me today.
absolutely. Thank you for having me and letting me come on and share this with everybody.
We'll have to have you on more often in
Yeah,
the future.
absolutely.
Awesome, guys. Thanks again, and I will see you again next time.
All
Bye,
right. Bye,
everyone.
guys.